Good morning to all traders and welcome to this Tuesday's Market Insights video. Well, it's the big day today and we are going to see a volatile session, and that's not going to be the case just for today in my opinion, but because we have a postponement of voting in person as well as the footfall was not as good as expected due to COVID, of course. This is going to be taking much longer in these elections to count the votes and have an actual result. So it might be the end of the week. It might be weeks. We do not know how long this is going to take. Now, the thing is that what we need to pay attention to is during this period, right, of high volatility, let's just say, or perhaps let's just better say choppy markets, we're going to maybe see some sort of civil unrest in certain states that they are, Trump supporters. And that is because his argument against the Supreme Court decision on voting in Pennsylvania, as they decided to extend the deadline for mail-in ballots. Well, I think that's not going to go down very well with people actually showing signs that there is going to be some sort of arrest. Might be a good idea to keep an eye on gold until at least we get more clarity on the who's going to be the next president in the US. Now, that said, we're going to have a lot of assets here affected, right? Not just for, the day or for the few next days, but we're talking about a trend taking its course for the next 4 years and perhaps even longer than that. Now, US index, I must say that I have to give up on this multi-month scenario that we've been looking for this to be an expanded flat. And I will do that for a particular reason. This does look impulse to me, okay? I cannot create a 5-wave move down here, okay? It doesn't look like it is a 5-wave move, right? For that reason, I will call this intermediate 3. This, I doubt, is intermediate 4. Intermediate 4 probably here. And then we're going to see intermediate 5 further down. Now, that means, of course, that this is a very nice ABC, which looks like 1. This is another very nice ABC, which looks like 1 as well. And this, well, can be an ABC too, okay? With multi-structural impulse to the upside for wave C, of course. Which means we could see prices moving higher, continuing actually moving higher. Obviously, it would be, not obviously, but perhaps above the previous high. And even reach the 61.8 Fibonacci extension of this move to the downside around 95.46 before it starts turning lower again. So then we're going to see 4 and then 5, of course, right? Now, there is a case that I'm also looking over here because I don't like that over here being an impulse, as I said before. And that looks at this full decline as part of a correction wave C in wave X, right? That suggests this is an ABC indeed. Yeah, this is an impulse to the downside. And this is going to be, again, a 5 move to the downside, which in this case would mean that this is wave 1. And this is wave 2. I'm going to see 3, 4, and 5. And this is going to take us around the 91 level. Obviously, we're going to get an extended wave 1 because that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And then obviously with 4 having a little bit, done taking out the low over here, we could even consider this as a leading diagonal, okay? And so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 around the 91. It would be still possible to receive that on the initial move over here on our initial scenario, but I'm not really a fan of this scenario prevailing. Now on the S&P, 3, 4, and 5 having ended up here, and then ABC for W, X, Y for W. That means that the impulse to the upside ended, okay? And this is an ABC, which is going to be only part of a further correction to the downside. Now, with wave A and B done, wave C didn't cross wave A yet, so we could get this around 3168 or even down to the 162 extension, which is what I'm looking around 29.26, because the moves that we're going to be expecting are going to be big. They're not going to get 20 and 30 pips moves, guys, or points, right? Now, this is one of the scenarios. That means we ended up here. The other scenario I've been looking quite favorably as well, I would say, and we talked about that one as well quite a few times, is that this is still wave 3, and we are actually in wave 4, right? And this is an ABC for an A, an ABC for a B, and we're going to get a 5-wave move to the downside to be able to call this even a running flat at 24.73 or an expanded flat down at 14.48, right? Now, the question is, have we really ended the upside move over here or not? Well, it could be a case where this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it means we ended here, and this is 1, 2, when I get 3, 4, and 5, or obviously lower down for the expanded flat scenario, or this is indeed going to be as I am expecting over here, which means this is an ABC, and we're going to get another wave to the upside to take out the 38.2 Fibonacci extension for wave B, which is necessary, well, at least the 122 extension, you know, but this extension above is quite small for me to consider this as an expanded flat or a running flat, but not impossible. So what I will be looking is the 31.44. In case we break below that level, then most likely this means this is 5. Okay, and we should be looking for this to extend in 3, 4, and 5. In case we don't and we bounce, this means this is an ABC, and we're going to get another move to the upside, at least at the 38.49, and then start moving lower for the 5-wave impulse that I've been expecting. Either case, I'm looking at the medium term to be on the downside here on the S&P.